past my head, girl. It's such a blessing, girl. But I'm for the rest of my life. A blessing, girl. A blessing, blessing. You're such a blessing, girl.
Straight into the install, the lace is already cut off in a zigzag motion. And for glue today, we are using Ghost Spawn. This video is sponsored by Hurela hair. This is a 26-inch natural color wig that I did color off camera because I didn't really know how it was going to come out, so I didn't film me coloring it. What I did do is I basically did a bleach bath. If you guys want to know how I do my bleach baths, there are videos of it on my channel. Basically, for the bleach bath, all you have to do is just dip the hair into a container of bleach, and that's really all to it. So I did the bleach bath, and after I did the bleach bath, I took like one section in the front and I just saturated it with bleach, and that was basically it. So I'm gonna do 3 layers of glue, and I'll be right back to you guys will do something different. So after the 3 layers, you want to wait till your glue is tacky, and then you're going to begin to just place the lace onto the glue. When you're placing the lace, you always want to make sure you place it above the glue or a little bit before the glue. And the reason for this is because if you place it behind the glue, you will have something that's called like a sticky install, and it will make it install dirty faster, because once that glue is on there, it's really not going to come off. You can use as much alcohol as you want, but it's not going to come off completely. So you want to make sure that you place your glue in the correct place so that you can prevent this. Also, as you guys can see, when I place the glue, I do press it down a little bit, but I'm pressing down gently. Never press down too hard, because it will cause the glue to stick onto your fingers, and then the glue will seep through the lace and it wouldn't look right. So if you're gonna press down, always be sure to press down gently, but do not press it down so hard so that the glue is gonna get on your fingers. Once everything is laid down, this is when you're going with some scissors and begin to cut around the excess lace. And right now what you see me doing is cutting out her ears, and you need to do it so that it just lays flat by your ears. You don't want lace to be over the ears because it's going to look stupid. So you have to do this step, and through this step you just basically part out the hair that is over the ears and just cut that out. It's really no big deal or mathematics. It's not rocket science. That part is probably one of the easiest parts, I'm not gonna lie. Well, probably on yourself it may be a little bit challenging because you can't see exactly where. Once you take your time, you should be fine. It's by your ears, most likely it's not going to be seen, so just be careful. Now sometimes you can either go back in and glue down some of that excess lace, and sometimes you should cut it. It all depends on how it looks when it's laying down. If it is not an HD lace, you want to make sure that you cut off as much of it as possible, because it's not going to blend as well as HD lace. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going ahead and going in and being sure to cut off as much of that excess lace as possible, because at the end of the day, lace will always be lace and lace will show. And the less lace you have still on that install, the more natural it will look. So you want to go ahead and cut off as much lace as possible. my client wanted simple baby hair, so basically I'm just parting out 2 sections on the side. To melt down your lace, what you want to do is you will go in with some Gatsby glue spray, spray it along the hairline and in between the baby hairs, and then you're going to tie it down for styling, because by the time you finish styling it should be dry and melted down. Off camera, I went ahead and just did some wand curls with my wand curler. It wasn't really nothing special. I barely even did curls because she wanted these big fluffy curls, nothing too crazy. And right now what you see me doing is I'm going in with a concealer shade that is matching her skin tone and probably a little bit lighter to just conceal the lace some more. Wait, no, to define the part. I'm bugging. To define the part, sorry. Right now I'm going ahead and cutting the baby hairs for the baby hairs, obviously. And I used to use a razor for this, but razors are not necessary. You can use scissors just the same as the razor. It's no big deal. It's not gonna look blunt. The baby is not gonna look blunt once you swoop them. Everything will blend properly. And what I'm doing, I'm placing the Gatsby glue in the black bottle. Very specific about this. I don't think I ever really used the white bottle. Probably the first time I did it, so I did use the white bottle, but I quickly switched to the black bottle because it's just, I don't know the difference between them, but I always use the black bottle because it's clear. And what you guys see me doing is I like to use the Gatsby glue to place above the baby hair so that it creates like a sleek effect, and this will get your install really sleek. I love using this. I love doing this. And I'm just going ahead and swooping. Most of the videos in regular time because I realized that a lot of times when I speed up my videos, I do it because I don't like long videos. Like me personally, I like to see everything one and done. Like I don't like to sit and watch videos for forever, but most of the time people always request to see things like, you know, in normal time and actually learn how to do it. So I'm gonna put most of my videos in normal time from now on. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm doing better this way. But yeah, this is literally how slow I do my baby hairs, because if you know me, like I take the longest on baby hairs over it because I just like it to be perfect and I want it to look good. So after I swoop that how it's supposed to be, I'm going to go ahead and blow dry it, and then I'm taking my Luxury Nutrients wax stick and just parting off that middle section so that it can be flat. I'm going to do it in sections because when you do it in sections, it just flattens each section one by one, but when you do one whole section by itself, it would just flatten the top alone. So when you do it like this, it will create sections that are flat and flat and flat on top of flat, if you guys get what I mean. Now I'm doing baby hairs on the next side. I'm sorry my big meaty arm keep getting in the way, because when I am doing hair, I am not studying the camera. I like to get my clients in and out because I have long days nowadays. Like, my clients have grew so much. Thank you so much to God. And it's like I have clients back to back sometimes, so I don't want to be just focusing on the camera, trying to fix the camera. Then I'm slowing myself down, and then next thing you know, I have to let my next client come a little later, and then my whole day is gonna be delayed. So I'm doing here, I like to just set up the camera and go, so I don't really be focused on the camera so much. But for the most part, you guys did see what I was doing. My arm did get in the way for some parts, but most of the parts you guys can probably get the gist of it. This is the finished look. Don't forget to check out my description box so you can purchase this wig, and I'll see you guys in my next video.